Hello, and welcome to the Casino Tears podcast. I'm one of your hosts, 10 Ton is number one, and joining me as my co-host is the one and only Ed Robinson from Roll to Win Craps. If you want more info on our show, please visit our page at casinotears.com. On this week's show, we discuss Ed's Vegas trip report, the Bellagio, Cosmo, Caesars, and Durango. We also touch on mudslides driving, Texas de Brazil, Coke and buggies, redheads, crapless strategies, and 10-ton apologizes to don't bettors.
Dude, what you doing?
Ed, I like it.
Let me get it pulled down like you do. There we go.
How do you like the backwards baseball hat?
I hate it. I never allowed my boys to wear a hat backwards, but you and Dice DGN have inspired me.
Oh my God, dude, Dice DJ, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Isn't that funny? So my question is why do you wear your hat backwards?
I don't know, dude. You know what? That is a good question. I've been wearing it a lot, probably in the last year or so. How come you never allowed your kids to wear a backwards baseball hat? I never wore one until recently when I was going to the gym all the time.
I noticed you've got yours all the way across. You got a little bitty head.
Yeah, I have
yours is taken up as far as it'll go. I need to let mine out. I'm about to lose circulation to my brain.
Yeah, see, when you wear it that way, I feel like I could just randomly bump into you at a gas station while I'm driving through the South. I'd be like,
yeah,
excuse me, sir.
Yeah, ask me directions.
Which way to the
If I said it was over yonder.
Yeah, well, I would already be trying to blend in because I'd be like, I'm fixing to get me
a Coke.
Yeah.
You don't say soda down here, you just say Coke. Coke is universal for anything.
Oh, really? You know what? When I moved to Michigan, one of the big vocabulary changes from the East Coast was changing soda, because that's what you'd say, soda, to pop.
Yeah, you don't say pop down here either.
You just say Coke, huh?
Yeah, I want to go get a Coke.
Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi? I prefer Coke, actually.
Oh, Coke is better. Absolutely. Way better. And it pisses me off to no end that Caesar's properties always serve Pepsi products.
Yeah, that's a fact that I would have no knowledge of whatsoever. I couldn't weigh in on that one.
All of them.
Really?
I had never been into one where I could get a Coke.
You know, there was a time, because I don't drink soda anymore, or Coke, or pop. I never could get into calling it pop. That just doesn't seem right. It's a Midwest thing. It's a total Midwest
thing.
My
wife called it pop when I met her.
She's from
Indianapolis.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got to ask Birdman what he calls it. He's from right
pop.
there.
He'll say pop. So, all right. One final question. When you go into the grocery store and you get one of those things that you're going to put your groceries in and push it around, what do you call it?
Shopping cart.
Wrong.
Oh, I know what you guys, let me guess.
All right.
It's called the buggy, right? You guys call it a buggy?
Yeah, it's a buggy.
Yeah, I don't know why I know that or why I just guessed it, but yeah, it's a buggy. How weird is that?
It's perfect.
Why? Why? Why is it called a buggy?
A buggy?
Yeah.
So you can put stuff in it.
Yeah, but what is a buggy? Like a shopping cart makes sense. It's a cart that you're wheeling around while you're shopping.
A cart is something that's got a little engine on it with a chain on a sprocket that you drive around.
I would agree with you, like a go-kart.
Absolutely.
A buggy, it's like a toddy. It's like a hot toddy, dude. What is a buggy? A buggy is a little bug. Hey, little buggy.
No, horse and buggy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Horse and buggy. I still don't even get it.
Because because down here, you don't go, let's see, how do you say it? How would I say it to you? I'm fixing to go into town.
Yeah.
All right. So town is a universal language for you might just be going to Walmart.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It kind of encompasses anywhere you want to be going.
Yeah. But you got, really where I live, it's not town because you just say I'm going to Walmart. But out where I grew up as a redneck in East Alabama, we'd go to town.
Which means you're going to Walmart.
I don't think Walmart was invented
to get a Coke
back then.
Yeah. Are we fixing to record episode 42 now, Ed?
42. We're 10 away from a year. We are 10 away from a year. Don't tell me the season's ending.
Season ends at episode 50 because then I can have 2 weeks, 2 week break.
What are our people going to do?
I don't know. I'll try to figure out something.
What am I going to do? I got to listen.
I don't know. We can use that time to maybe keep recording, and then I could eventually have some episodes in the can.
Or we could do video. Oh, never mind. We don't ever do video.
I met with the video guy. I gave him all of the files on the hard drive, all of them.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Those were some big files, dude.
19 gigs or something like that.
Two or three hours of video and audio.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, dude, I am fixing to edit episode 42 this whole weekend.
After we record.
Yep. I like that shirt, by the way. Hat goes with it. Yeah, I can't see you in a backwards baseball hat, Ed. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. But Dice
doesn't make sense to me either.
Dice D-Gen, yeah, it's a thing. I used to never wear baseball hats, but when I did, when I did wear baseball hats, I would wear baseball hats when I would play.
When you played baseball?
Nope. When I would play poker.
Well, yeah. But did you wear them backwards?
No, I wore my baseball hats straight down, brim bent, so people could barely see my eyes. Super low.
Didn't help much, did it?
When I was bluffing and going all in and making moves on the felt. Plus poker, you end up really hating. I would hate the other people. I don't care. I'd hate the person that I was playing a hand against because you're lying and cheating with poker. That's why I prefer craps, because it is more of a community game, dude, and we're all in it together. And usually you have a lot of camaraderie and you're like all wanting the same thing. Even though, remember when we were at Caesars and that guy said something and I started yapping to him? You and I both had short rolls. I don't know if you remember that. I had words with him.
I don't think I remember.
I'm like, dude, this happens. Like, how long you been playing the game? You don't see short rolls. And then he proceeds to do a short roll. And Ed, I bit my tongue. I wanted to just dig into him.
You should have dug into him a little bit.
But I didn't.
I'd have had you back.
Oh, by the way, this reminds me. I got a call from our old friend of the show who I hadn't talked to in a long time, Dr. No. Okay. And he actually, I'm apologizing on air to all of the don't bettors. Remember that episode a couple episodes
Oh, yeah.
back?
I knew you were going to tick some folks off. That's okay.
Listen, when I yelled at the don't better, I think the don't better got the best of me. He actually won that little skirmish, that little duel that he and I had. He got the best of me because I lost my cool. And what I should have done is gave him the old look, tip of the hat, the backwards hat, and then proceeded to roll my point so he could fuck off, right?
You should have. If he was bothering you, you could have done that, or you could have turned your bets off and rolled a 7 on the come out.
There were a lot of things that I could have done. He got the best of me. I let him get under my skin, lost my composure. So he actually won. I was actually wrong. You're allowed to play that way. And he did.
You didn't want to agree with me when I was trying to take his side.
I know you kept, but I was obviously still heated over that, Ed. I think it happened the night before.
You were.
I was
heated.
Still mad, and I'm mad thinking I'm still get angry about this. Like, I regret I didn't turn my bets down and just stay cool. But I was in such a zone, dude. I was in such a rhythm of just getting them, setting them, boom, boom, boom. And then anyway, Dr. No, you're right, because I know you play don't sometimes. Ed, for all the don't players, you guys win. I'll get you another day in a better way. And I won't be a little bitch about it. How's that?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Don't be a little bee about it.
No, don't be like a bee. Right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Dice DGen, while I was driving in the car today, I watched that reaction video.
Oh my God. You're not supposed to drive and watch TV.
I just had it, I could listen to it, peek in on it, it's staring right at me. I have one of those magnets, that you put your phone on. So it's like right in your eye level. I also have like a heads up display on my windshield so you could see the speed you're going. It's like all there. I like Dice DGen.
I do too. Good guy. I've only got to play with him one time.
I told him he should make it to Vegas, but I think it was. He get married or something. I don't know, man. Dice DGen, give me a call.
He went to all the way to Europe to get engaged.
Whoa, he did? That's
Yeah.
dedication. Where'd he get engaged? Under the he could have come here to Vegas, got under the
I'm not
Eiffel
sure he could have
Tower.
got married. He could have got engaged and married and everything right there in Vegas all on the same day.
Yeah. And then played craps with his wife for his honeymoon.
Yeah. I've done that before.
So, Ed, all right, let's spend the first part of this episode because I got so much to talk to you about, dude.
Right.
I have so much to talk to you about on my end, but let's talk about.
I got a brand new bottle of bourbon. We can talk all night.
Oh, nice. What kind is that?
That is Angel's Envy.
No, I've never heard of that. Has Toranaga heard of that?
Oh, I'm sure he has. It's a little bit low for my palate, but it's got these nice angel wings on the back. I don't think you can see it.
Oh, yeah, I saw those. I thought that was wood paneling for a second. Yeah, nice.
No. Anyway, it's bourbon. It's finished in port wine barrels. P-O-R-T, port wine barrel. Gives it a little bit different flavor.
Is it a sweeter flavor?
No, port wine is dry. So
port
it doesn't make it sweet. Yeah.
You have that like after dinner, right? A little port or something.
Or communion.
Communion.
I mean, I don't
know. That was the best thing about when I would go to church. I would just look forward to that the whole time just so I could like have a little something to eat because I was hungry. I always like, give me a chunky like wafer or whatever that it was. And then I just have a little bit of wine.
Get you a little body and blood of the Christ. Man.
Hell yeah, man. Reinvigorated. So.
Yep. Anyway. All right. So do we want to talk about what? Vegas?
I want to talk about the trip from your eyes because last time we had Dice Coach Dials In on.
Yeah. Did you see all those emails he sent today?
I did not.
Oh my God, man. I don't even want to
spill the beans. What?
I mean, they were so good. I mean, there were like 6 different testimonials of 6 out of the 8, I guess, or 9 that bothered to actually write out their thoughts on our event. And it's humbling, quite frankly, for people to do that. They spent hard-earned money for it. It was a great event, but they just talked about what they learned and what they could apply at the tables after that.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, man. That doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't, man, because I learned so much. Even though it was taking place at my place, I learned a lot, but that does not surprise me.
Yeah. So
plus we paid him, Ed. I paid him to write those.
You paid him money.
Yeah.
You paid him money. That figures. You're a marketing guy. You're a marketing guy.
Yeah. But I was getting all these great reviews and I'm just out there greasing the wheels.
Yeah. Here's a 20 for your words.
All right. So Ed, you hadn't been to Vegas in a while. I know there's a bunch of shit that I missed that happened.
You missed everything because you were.
I missed a lot, dude. I missed a lot. But what about Sweet Lou? So did Sweet Lou have a bathroom emergency? And we have to talk about.
I got to tell that right off the bat.
Okay. You want to lead into it with Mudslide? Very first night that you got here, Mudslide Mac, who's one of the only YouTube channels that I watch. Mudslide and hey, everybody. It's Jeff from Dice Setters.
Damn, you're like a rich little
Dice Setters. Man, I love that. I saw his video recently, man. I just like saying it. Bo, here's another one. I was watching also when I was driving back. I saw you on the show with Jeff and Gargoyle.
Yeah, yeah.
I like how Gargoyle says, there's certain words that people say, like you say, when you say Wednesday, you say Wednesday, right? Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesday.
Gargoyle, when he says casino, he says casino.
Had a Z in it.
Casino.
Yep. I was thinking about you in that Italian lesson.
I just start saying it whenever I hear him say casino. Yeah, casino. He does. It's like with a Z.
It's that Lebanese in him, I guess.
Casino.
Yeah, casino. Much like he picked me up at the airport, dude.
That was nice of him, man.
It was. He was sitting down right when you come down the escalator. He was sitting right there.
Do you have a sign? Dice Whisperer.
He did have a sign, but he decided that he didn't need it because he had texted me, I'm going to be just sitting at the Starbucks right at the bottom of the escalator. So, but he had made a sign.
That would be funny, man, if he did. If he actually had
sent me
one.
a picture. He did. He sent me a picture of it.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Yeah, Mudslide's great. We all went out to eat that night.
But before that, I got to go play a little bit before we went to eat because it was in Paris. That's where I run into Wisco and Moonshine Melvin.
Fucking Wisco and Moonshine Melvin, dude, who I talked to today.
Really?
Yeah, I got to talk to you about that later on. But yeah, I talked to Moonshine for like an hour.
I talked to Pappy Van Winkle today.
Man, we talked to everyone today. We should have had a switchboard, a casino
Yeah.
tier switchboard. You
We
know, the
need
old
one.
ones had where you
Yeah.
plugged in the thing. Yeah.
Be like Lily Tomlin plugging that thing in.
I know that. I know that reference, Ed. One ringy
What show? What one ringy?
That was
What show
laughing,
was that from?
dude. That was laughing.
You got it. You got it. I was laughing.
Dude, the hard drive, this deep access into that Lily Tomlin reference. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I had worn my black hat downstairs. I said, that way if anybody sees it, they'll know. They'll know me, whatever.
They'll know.
I'm standing there watching a table, and I look over at some other tables, looking around. And I see them going over there. They're flying their hands around, going, So I did go over there and buy in, watch them shoot. And Moonshine Melvin, we were on a crapless table, and he started hitting 11s. And I was not bashful. I think I made about $700, $750 off his toss, and I colored up. And then we went to eat.
Yeah, that story checks out. He said that today. He was like, I think he made like $750 and he threw like 5 11s because we were talking about.
Yep. Yeah, and I started out too small. I didn't think about it, but I bought in at 15 on the 11, 3 and 11. I should have started at 20.
So on that table, by the way, that was that table. I've got a funny thing about that. I like that table. It doesn't have the bonus. That's the crapless table at Paris.
No bonus at all on it. Yeah.
It's got one of the better bounces, fair bounces that I would list in my top 5 tables.
Maybe I played it a lot. I don't know that I'd put it in my top.
In Vegas?
Definitely a top 10 maybe, but I don't know if I'd put it in my 5. I'd have to think about it.
Oh, okay. That'd be interesting if you had to. We should do that. The top 10, like ESPN. Top tables of Vegas. Yeah, let's do that next time, Ed. I have my top 5. How did you play that 11? Just out of curiosity on a crapless, because I did get a chance to watch you play a bunch. So you placed that 11 versus you started in the field and then moved to the 11.
I had a 3, 6, 8, and 11 minimum bet, $15 table.
Okay.
And a $15 field. That was it. That's how I started.
So you already had that placed. You didn't move it to it from the field.
That's correct.
Okay.
I think I ended up spreading out to 2 and 12 eventually. I don't think he hit any of those. I think he had a 3, maybe once or twice. 11 was dominant for him in that hand.
I don't know what the roll was, maybe 15 or something like that.
I don't even know if it would have been that long, but
he had like 5 11.
You don't need a lot. Yeah, you just need extremes, right?
On that 11, what did you do? Since you already had a place, he hits it the first time. What did you do with those winnings?
I went to a quarter.
Oh, okay. Did you pocketed the rest?
Yeah, I put the rest in the rack. I probably, if I was still on the field, and I probably was at that time, I went from 15 to 25 in the field.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he hits 11 again. Then what do you do with when you're there with a quarter?
I went up a quarter every hit.
Oh, okay, nice.
I didn't go up in big steps. I just went 25 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 100.
So 4th hit, you're at 100.
Yeah.
So that 5th hit's going to pay you $300.
Yeah.
You can make a nice little, wow.
But I went to 150.
Oh, you did?
He's hit 5 of them. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
I mean, you want me to just not press?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I might be crazy, but I ain't scared. I'll press.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later. I had a right before I left town to Vegas that night before, I decided to go play, but I'll tell you about that. I had a $500 12 on that table.
Okay.
All right. So listen.
So we went to eat. We had a dinner with you, Bo, Sweet Lou,
Sweet Lou.
We got there way early and we had a drink in the bar waiting on you guys.
What the hell? What's that place called? Texas de Brazil or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never been there.
Me and Mudslide both had $150 in gift cards from that damn place.
I know. There were so many gift cards.
So we ate for free.
Dude, I had no idea. I'm going there thinking like, oh, it's right near,
I'm thinking we're going to a regular restaurant or something.
I thought there would be like, 10 people in there. That place had like 10,000. That had
Yeah,
10,000
it was
people
a
in it.
very, very popular place. There must not be many really good restaurants around
What the
because
hell?
I mean
There's
it was just
plenty.
well, it was but it was so packed.
I couldn't believe it, man, how packed that place was. Did they, where do
And
they, why do they have all those coupons? Why do you guys have coupons for that?
but
Little cards.
thank me for having reservations.
Smart man. I would
Yes, sir.
never have made a reservation there. I would have just rolled up and literally thought when I was walking in a restaurant, there was going to be 10 people in there.
No, it was packed. Waiting room,
Wow.
waiting around.
Damn.
So it's kind of odd. I mean, it was okay food. It wasn't the best, but it
Hey,
wasn't
dude,
the
it was all
worst.
about the company, dude.
Yeah, we were having a great time, great conversations, and having fun. The pork was
Yeah.
the best. I know you don't eat pork.
Nope, I didn't have any, but it was good, huh?
The chicken was good. The pork was good.
Yeah.
Steak wasn't bad. They
Yeah, it was
come around
good.
there and they cut that stuff off that spear.
Yeah, right there, man. Just
Yeah,
carving it up for you. Carving it
yeah,
up.
and they're really really chintzy with the serving.
Yeah, that maybe that because that's why they got like a
I
bunch
mean,
of guys.
they got that on off button. Remember that? They got an on off button
Yeah,
where you're
like
like,
craps.
oh, yeah, you leave
Yeah.
it on until you're done, and until you. They didn't. I said, dude, my button is still on. I want more food.
Dude,
They just
imagine if
walk
you
off.
hit your point at the crap table, fucking floor guy comes out, carves you a little piece of filet mignon. Here you go
Yeah,
for
give
hitting your
me, give
point.
me, yeah.
Your on button. You get
That's
a
what I
little
need. But they
like
did.
no.
They had an on off button. That's right.
Yeah, dude, someone hits so many points. I'll be like, oh yeah, no, I'll have the chicken this time.
Yeah.
That'd be great, dude.
And so we wanted to go to Durango.
I remember this.
You
I
didn't go to
remember
Durango. You had
because
errands to
I
run.
had to go run all the errands like little bitch boy for the
Well, you
experience that we
are.
had.
You were getting paid back for being a little bitch boy to the don't guy.
Yeah. And so I actually bought Coke, literally Coke
I know. I saw him.
and Red Bulls, which I don't think anyone drank, waters and all that shit. I think it was I remember because I think it cost like $135 or something. I remember. I don't know why. So anyway, I did that. And meanwhile, while I was doing that whole entire shopping excursion using the buggy that they had over there,
Yeah. Good for you.
you guys were supposed to. I remember just giving you directions to Durango. I'm like, dude, we're right here at the 215. You just go right and you get off at the exit that says Durango, which is the name of the casino. Like you can't mess this up. It is like literally idiot proof. Pretty much like there's the 215, make a right, and you're going to see Durango Casino. There's only one casino up there. You can't miss it. There's one road named Durango too.
I was not driving.
Yeah, I know. So turns out I think I was home and you were just sending me texts like we just got
You
here.
were you were probably taking a shower, getting ready to go to bed or
I'm
something.
like, how did you just get there? It's like a
Dude,
5-minute ride.
Mudslide can't drive for shit. I mean, he can drive, but it's got to be slow and in the middle of the lanes. But other than that, he can't take directions. He can't follow the navigation system.
Yeah.
He kept going. Yeah, you could hear it on his phone.
Yeah.
And then he'd plug it in and it'd go silent.
Oh
Says,
yeah, yeah, I bet.
and he was like, I can't figure out why the volume doesn't come out of the car. And this is his car. It's not like he borrowed a
So
car,
it's not
rented
a
a car.
rental.
It's not a rental. It's the one he drove from freaking LA.
Okay. So did you troubleshoot that for him?
Yeah, I reached over and turned the volume up after we've been driving around in circles for about an hour.
So that was the cause.
Dude, we left that place, got on Interstate 215, the 215 as you call it.
Yep.
We was almost downtown Old Town before we
I
got
don't know
turned
how
around.
you get there. I have no idea how you would go from that to
I don't know.
getting up downtown.
I told
I
him
don't even know how.
the first time I told him, I said, you need to turn left. He went right.
Yeah.
I was like, you just missed your turn. He's like, okay. And then, of course, freaking phone keeps telling you to do a U-turn. Well, we're on a divided highway down. We're on 215. We can't do a U-turn. And then it tells you to get off at the next exit and go around. Well, all the construction.
There was a lot of construction in Vegas.
the next exit is like Montana.
Yeah.
I mean, you got, I mean, you can't, it's forever before you can get off and then actually go around. So we did that. So we're headed back towards where we just came from.
Yeah.
Missed turn again.
2 for 2.
We're circling the freaking airport.
Oh, I don't even know. How did you get there?
I
Yeah.
don't, I have, dude, I don't know.
Were you trying to direct him or
I was trying, but at that time we didn't have the volume turned on. And so
Yeah.
Lou is in the back.
Oh, Lou's there. I forgot.
Yeah,
Lou's in the back.
Sweet Lou's in the back seat, and he's got his navigation system on the phone turned on speaker. And it was telling us to do something totally different than what his screen was telling us to do. And then Lou would go, "Oh, ignore that one. It doesn't know where we are yet." And he'd shake his phone a little while, and it'd come back. Yeah, we didn't get. It took us an hour minimum. We were 7 minutes away, and it was probably an hour
Yeah, that is funny, man.
to get in Durango. I mean, like,
I was confused when
I didn't even want to go in by the time we got there, except
Yeah.
we had told Craps RN would meet them there.
Craps right now, Craps RN was
Yep.
there at Durango wondering where you guys were. I was confused, Ed. That's not possible that you just got there in this long.
It was possible. I felt blessed to just finally arrive on dry land, like being lost at sea. It's like being lost at sea for months.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like finally.
How fast
There's a
does
casino.
Mudslide drive?
28 miles an hour.
Oh man. Yeah.
We had this. We almost got run over so many times, and we're trying. I know. He's used to driving in slow traffic in LA, I guess.
Well, you had a cop in the car too, though. Could not be speeding.
We did it. Yeah, but all he had to do was flash his badge.
Yeah, and you guys had the free pass to speed.
We had a free pass to speed. We had a free pass to do the U-turn on the interstate if we wanted to.
Officer Sweet Lou. All he had to do is
Couldn't do it. Anyway, so we got there, met Craps RN and his wife, who did not have a handle when we got there.
You gave her one, right?
Yes.
What is her handle?
Don't ask me right this minute.
Okay. Oh my God, dude. Did you? I mean, man, but the ginkgo, dude, just
the ginkgo below.
You needed to load up on that just because it's been a minute since we talked. And of course you didn't. It'll come to you. Yo, dude, I was watching YouTube today when I was driving, you, Jeff, and Gargoyle. And this is hilarious. You guys are like thank you, Jeff, for giving away the Casino Tears dice. Appreciate it. Jeff, Mid-Atlantic Craps.
Yep.
Giving away the Casino Tears dice. And you guys were all asking, do you know who makes these dice? And he didn't know. Gargoyle didn't know. And then I'm like, Ed, you know what it is. Ed, say the name. And then you couldn't remember.
It used to be Midwest.
Ed, but we had a whole thing. Don't you remember when I was talking about the teddy bear? Huxley, the teddy bear.
Yeah, it was I finally said it.
You did finally say it, but I'm like, it's Huxley. Then he's like, I don't know, I can't remember. And then it's like the teddy bear, Huxley.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. All right,
so we never didn't know where he was or anything. For all I knew, he'd already gone home because it took us an hour to get there.
Mm-hmm.
We bought in on their little crapless table there.
What do you think of the casino? Because Bo does not like the casino because he says it's too lit up. And I love that.
It was bright in there. It was bright. But I don't know that I was a big fan. I'd have to go back and really do it when I wasn't just glad to be on dry land.
Yeah, I think it's a chill, nice casino. It's clean. It's new.
I was glad to go in it. It was on my to-do list. That was the only place I got to go to that was on my to-go list. But anyway, that crapless table was a little on the bouncy side, I thought. Craps RN comes over and
was he wearing anything that Alabama?
He had an Alabama hat on because he's from Pensacola. He's from Pensacola, and I think his son went to Alabama.
Yeah, man. He goes. Yeah, he went to the game a couple months back.
He comes over. And says, "This table's a little bouncy. We're going to be on the other table."
All right. He had already scouted it, dude, giving you some good intel.
Well, it's like his home table.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's his home casino. They live not too far away from there. Casino.
Casino.
And So we got over and we played on. He was having a really, really long roll when we decided to change back to where he was. And is typical for me on these type of deals where you run around with a bunch of people, I end up out of position a lot,
Yeah.
especially early on.
Yeah.
So I was straight out. I think I was straight out, but he was having a really good roll. So we had to wait on him to buy in for quite a while. Wait for the putt to come off. We bought in. And then I didn't even know that the lady
And Craps RN. He was
he was having a good roll.
He's got a nice
Really good
toss,
roll.
doesn't he?
Yeah. He was throwing from straight out. He was throwing from
Yep.
straight out to me. And then when I threw straight out towards him,
Blockers.
I didn't realize at the time that the lady to stick right one was his wife.
Oh, of course, man.
We've been standing there. We were standing there playing. I didn't know she was even there.
He didn't introduce her?
He was shooting. And then she finally says, "Hello, Ed." And I went, "Hello. Do I know you?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm his wife." So anyway,
Mrs. RN.
Well, she had a handle.
What's the handle? Do you remember it yet?
It's a good one. Do you remember it? I told it.
Yeah, I remember it. See,
Well,
you told me this one time, and that's how good my memory is that I remember it. It's 2 words. I play charades.
I know it's 2 words.
And one begins with a T. The second one.
Trauma Mama.
There you
go.
Trauma
Mama. The moniker.
Yep.
Trauma Mama. Because she's a nurse too.
That's a good one. That is a good handle. Trauma Mama.
Trauma Mama.
That is a good one.
She had a good roll. I made money on Trauma Mama.
Nice.
I think I was down for the Durango experience, though. I think I ended up down. It was primarily because of that crapless I'd bought in on. Nobody could ever hit. I think somebody hit a side. It might have been her. It had the bonus on it. So it was, I liked the table. I probably would have liked to have played from like stick left one or something, but we had other people, Lou, Mudslide. I forget where everybody went, but I went straight out, let them have stick left.
Nice. So I'm glad you got to meet Craps right now. RN.
Craps RN and Trauma Mama.
Glad you got to meet them. Nice people.
Then we headed back to the parish. Now, I want to remind you.
Oh, I remember what happened that night.
I lost 2 hours of time. Right?
Yep.
Or picked up an extra 2 hours. So anyway, I had woke up that morning at 4 a.m. my time, which was 2 a.m. your time.
Yep. And you're still going, man. Still out there in the wild.
I'm still going. I'm hunting for craps.
Yep. And with Mudslide's with you, and
Mudslide and Sweet Lou.
So where did we meet up?
I know where we ended up. I think we met up at Paris.
We met up, in the Hose Rose where we met up.
Virtually.
Because I went to Paris and I was like, table's full. Why don't we try Horseshoe?
So we went to play at the Horseshoe.
Yeah, I know how that went.
We started out on that long table, on that crapless table, because it was open. Nobody was on it. And then I turned around, I think to you, and I said, this is a 14-foot table.
No, you didn't say that to me. You probably said that to Sweet Lou.
I probably said it to Sweet Lou then. I said, this is a 14-foot table.
You and Mudslide were next to each other, and then I was stick left one. I had moved to stick left one. And what happened is that no one had good rolls at that table.
Yeah, we threw a couple times, and I said, this is 14.
Everyone threw once. I said, we should leave. Let's go to that other table where Sweet Lou was already camped out at. I ended up going over there, and you proceeded to have a very, very sweet roll, which I don't know if we talked about. We might have talked about it.
Not much.
I'll set the stage. Sweet Lou, stick left one. I was just like, there, stick left two. You were straight out at the other end.
Where was Mudslide?
He was to your right. He was like basically at what I call base, right there next to the dealer. And that's the stage that was set. And then you proceeded to almost roll them all. And your blocker happened to be one of the most drunk guys ever. Dude, your blocker, literally straight out, was that drunk guy.
He was.
I happened to be right next to him, and I was just preventing people from buying in. But go ahead. You remember? Because you were shooting it from straight out.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I got dialed in pretty quick from right there. Didn't take long. I was hitting the 2 on the field. I was aiming just over the 2.
Yep.
Letting them go into the wall. Sometimes it worked pretty good. Sometimes they kind of had a little bit of but that's a long throw.
Yeah.
But we knocked out some numbers and hit a lot of repeating numbers, and needed a 3 and a 10.
No, dude, it was aces
It was
and 10.
2. It was aces and 10. That's
Because
what it
I
was.
had already
Aces.
set up with the dealer, because I had already set up a lay for $3,000. Once you hit the aces, I'm going to lay the 10. It was so smooth, you didn't even know what was going on down at the other end. But it was smooth. There was I learned from my mistakes. So all that action happened really, that transaction was seamless and quick. And then I was just keeping people from buying in while you were going for the 10.
I shot for that 10 a long time.
Forever.
I changed sets a lot during that hand. It just never came. Almost came as a hard 10 once.
That dealer that put that stack of chips there.
It had a little bit of an erratic bounce off the wall, came back towards the dealer.
If he had just not had that stack there, Matt might have changed the course of history for me on that whole week because that was a big swing, not hitting that hard 10. Just the 10 in general, it was going to be a hard 10 because I had $100 on the hard 10, and then the other ones.
Five was showing, and that one was just slowly rolling over, and it just was fixing to be a 5, and it hit the chips.
Yep.
It stopped and rolled back, and it was not.
Yep. It rolled back. It was a 3. It was a 3 for the easy 8. If it didn't hit that stack, man, that was $7,000 right there.
Yep.
That just flew out the window for me.
Well, it didn't fly out the window because it wasn't in your rack to fly out of.
No, yeah, it was gonna be though.
It escaped.
It just evaporated.
Those craps escaped the trap right there.
Yeah, they did. There was a hole in it. So that was a great session, though. That was a great session.
That was a fun session, and that was after 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that was late.
And
you were pumped.
I was stout.
I don't know how you did it. I was like already tired, man. I had to go. I had to go to sleep.
I think I went and got a bourbon.
Yeah, I don't know. You might have. You probably went and hit the table on your way back, I bet, because we were walking back through that corridor, Hose Row, because Mudslide, by the way, that's when I realized Mudslide needed directions, because I asked someone to direct how Mudslide could get to his hotel room. I remember doing that.
If you could do a surgical implant of a compass into the top of his hand.
Mudslide needs that.
Anyway, God bless. I was so happy to meet that guy. Such a nice guy.
He's a great dude.
Well, what is he? He's a quality
guy. Quality guy.
Yeah, he's a quality guy.
And Mudslide is, man. The guy's cool.
Yeah. So you know what? We all got up next morning, bright and early at the Paris. I said, meet me at the tables at 7 a.m., guys. Now, by then it's almost 2. Yeah. Table was empty when we got down there too.
No, really? Surprise, surprise.
You know who's waiting on me when I get there?
So I know. Sweet Lou. Because
Sweet Lou's waiting on me.
Lou, yeah, Sweet Lou is one of those guys. You say a time and he's there on time.
He's an hour early.
With his shoes shine, dude.
Yeah.
Yep. Buttoned up, ready. Had breakfast. He's prepared.
So here comes Sweet Lou.
Yeah.
Sweet Lou's there, and I run into him. Here comes Leanne.
Oh, yeah. L.A. in town.
L.A. was in town. Shooter Maine was in town.
Who the hell is Shooter Maine? Who's that?
I don't know Shooter Maine.
No.
Shooter Maine came over.
That country singer?
No, he's an old friend of mine.
No, Shooter Maine.
Shooter Maine.
Cedric, man. What a great name that is. Cedric is such a cool name. And I wrote a song and it was called Cedric a long time ago in the 90s.
Play it for us.
Cedric, what a great name. Oh, dude, speaking of handles, don't you remember when we were at Horseshoe?
Yeah, we went to the cage and I had just gotten my money and you gotten yours, and we're kind of in between the ropes trying to head out, and here comes a guy
from Alaska who recognized you from your channel.
Yep, he recognized me and he said, and he stood there and watched that.
He watched that roll.
Yeah.
He couldn't hit roll a 10 on.
Yeah, he watched that. And his name was Icebreaker.
How do you remember that? Good job, Ed. Icebreaker. What a name, huh? Icebreaker. That is a cool handle, man. Yeah, that fits up there in Alaska with the polar bears and the ice and the Arctic.
I see him being like a captain of an icebreaker ship. I don't know if
Yeah.
he is or not, but that's the first thing I thought
Hopefully
of
he's the
when he.
captain.
Yeah, hopefully he actually. Do you remember him saying that he actually called his wife, who was upstairs in the room asleep,
Yep. Woke his wife up.
woke his wife up, and said, "You're not going to believe who's down here." But she didn't come down. I did meet her 2 or 3 times later. I
Oh,
met her
nice.
2 or 3 times during the week. He would come by, and he always had, dude. He was having a hell of a. He'd always have $4,000 or $5,000 in chips in his hand.
Oh, really? From craps?
Yes,
Wow.
he was killing it.
Nice,
He
man.
was. He was killing it.
Icebreaker.
Mm-hmm. So we got Shooter Main.
Different kind of craps up there, man. It's cold. That's when
Yeah.
you break out the white, that white camo, you know,
That, the camo you like, the camo you like so much. Yes.
that
Yeah.
white and gray, that cool like winter camo. That's
Yeah.
cool camo, man. Whenever you see that in
Yeah.
like army movies or stuff like that, and that's sweet winter warfare, man.
Yeah. Craps warfare right there. Winter.
Yes. All right. So that guy, yeah, he has a different way of hunting craps up there. Cold,
Mhm.
the Arctic. All right. He did well. Icebreaker. All right. So you were there with Shooter McGraw,
Maine.
Shooter
MANE.
Maine.
Shooter Maine.
Cool name.
That's his handle. And Sweet Lou, LA, Mudslide, myself.
Man, that's a posse.
It was a posse. We were playing, I had a decent roll. I remember that. It was ATS and fire bet table.
At Paris.
I was just dropping $5 every time on the
Fire bet.
fire bet. Sweet Lou, to my left, gets the dice, and he starts knocking off pass line after pass after pass.
Damn.
And all of a sudden, I mean, we're at three. All of a sudden, it didn't take long. He done knocked out 3 passes.
Different numbers, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then he set 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, 4 will be our 4th point. That'll get us kind of back. That'll get us some money.
Always a tough one to hit. 4 and 10.
He got it.
Damn. Chump change. Just hits
He got the 4th one. Got the 4th one. Then he got the 9. Where and then set the 9. I'm like, well, okay, now we got a shot because he's good on 9s. Wasn't too long. He hit the 9.
Damn. 5? 5 to the fire bet?
Yeah. Then he set the last remaining
What
number.
was the last remaining number?
10.
No way. All right. Needs the 10.
He throws for a long time, but he never hit the 10. So
Oh, he didn't hit it?
no, he did not. He had
5
a
to
5
the
point.
fire bet.
Yep. 5 points on the fire bet.
That's impressive.
Yep. And he had $2 on it. He's got this little Sweet Lou's got this little thing he does. Is like he throws them $5 and says, "Give me $3 craps." And then when he gets his change,
Yeah.
he puts it on the fire bet.
Convenient way to, not pick up the change. I don't know, man. When you're shooting with the fire bet, might as well just reminds me of the conversation I just had with Moonshine. But why not bet that? You never know. Why not make it count? But hey, listen, beggars can't be choosers. You still got paid on it.
I felt like $5 counted real good for me.
What did it end up paying?
A long time ago, a 6 point was 1,000 to 1. They changed that to 500 to 1.
Mm.
So the 5 point would be just a little bit less than that. So, but I don't know. It was a good payday.
You can make 10,000 on a $10 bet.
So it didn't take us long. Didn't take us long to color up after he hit that.
He was probably stoked. So you guys were probably feeling great. Way to start the morning. Someone just knocks off 5 points. Sweet Lou.
Yeah, we headed to the cage and then straight over to Bally's.
Whole posse go.
Oh yeah, everybody but Shooter Maine had to go.
Where'd he go?
I think he had to head home.
Shooter Maine, just like there for the morning sesh and then out of there.
Yeah, he had been there for several days.
Oh.
We went by there. We didn't get on the table. I said, okay, let's go straight to the Cromwell. We went to the Cromwell. It was full.
Because there's only one table open, I'm assuming.
At that time of the morning, there's one out there on the corner.
Yep.
So we went straight to the Bellagio.
Did you get lost going to the Bellagio from Cromwell?
No, it's easy.
How'd you go?
It's easy.
Cross the bridge right there.
Yeah, cross the bridge, dude.
Head into Caesars.
We didn't go into Caesars.
Oh, you didn't even go into Caesars? You just stayed out on the strip?
Let's go over across that way and went that way.
Yeah, nice.
We didn't have to go to Caesars.
That's how I would have gone. I would have gone all over the bridge into Caesars.
I didn't want to see any naked statues that early in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, stay away from them that early.
Yeah.
ruin your day.
We played for quite a while that morning at Bellagio. I think we all won. I think we all won money at that time. Because I was having a great day. I had a great night before. I was having a great day all day. And then we came back across the street and went over there to eat at Old Red.
All red.
Yeah.
Oh, Craig. Nice, man. All red. Where's the bathroom story with Sweet Lou? What did that
Oh,
happen?
that's another night. That's on
Oh,
down the
that's a
road.
whole nother night.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's on down the
don't
road.
let me forget about that because I've heard
Please
about it.
don't,
I just
because
heard about it today.
who told you?
I heard it on your
Oh, okay.
thing. You guys
Okay.
were talking about it. Now I'm curious as to why I didn't even hear about it.
I've hardly talked to you since then.
That's true. Been busy. Lots of things. Life.
You just got back from LA today.
Yeah, I was in LA.
I think I decided after we ate, I had heard mixed reviews on Old Red, Blake Shelton's place there. And but there was no line. It was a little early for lunch, but too late for breakfast. So we went in and we got seated right away. LA, she had barbecue. Me, I had a really nice salad with grilled chicken. Lou did too. I don't know. I forget. A huge, freaking huge salad.
Yeah, man, it's Vegas.
Yeah. So I mean, it was great. Wasn't expensive. I didn't think for Vegas, and I think I went and took a nap.
You deserve one after that. Seems like you've been going for a while.
I'd been up almost 24 hours straight when we got off that table, and then I didn't sleep but about 4 hours before we met.
How was the Bellagio though, dude? Because you were at Bellagio. What were your thoughts on returning back to the Bellagio after it's been a minute?
It was like going home.
Would you say the Bellagio is one of your one of the more favorite tables in Vegas?
They are very fair tables, very fair. You get what you throw.
A full-length extended version of this podcast is available exclusively on our Patreon page. New episodes drop weekly every Tuesday. We hope you enjoyed this podcast and will tell all of your fellow craps playing friends about it. Please follow Casino Tears on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app. If you like the show, please rate it 5 stars and leave a review. The best and most fun way to contact us would be to call and leave a message on our official Casino Tears vent line, 229-07. You can also email us at no7@casinotears.com. And lastly, to help support this podcast, you can visit our Patreon at patreon.com/casinotears. On behalf of Roll to Win Craps from Alabama and 10 Ton is #1 from Las Vegas, thanks for listening.